West Oneida, Barber Chemical, Barber Farm Service, the Blue Goose, Breath Spray Service, and by Chiropractic Connection. Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank. Today's game also brought to you by Jaeger, Electricity, Oahe Electric, Oahe Grain, Ringneck Electric. Also brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, and by the Corner, Venture Communications, Whittler Seed Farm, and Yackley Ranches. And now let's join Sully Butte's Hall of Fame announcer, D.T. Meyer.
All right, thank you. Hello and good evening, everybody. Hi, DT along with you. Girls basketball on a Thursday night on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. Sully Butte Chargers on the road getting ready to take on the Stanley County Lady Buffs. And despite their record, this team has slowly, progressively been getting better and better. For Stanley County, they're 1-10 on the mark. I know you're thinking, okay, this is going to be a walkover. No. Far from it. This team will want to show fire on their home court. And the Chargers, after having that tough loss on Tuesday, they want to rebound and show that, hey, that they can still be in the hunt here. And they've got the end of January and the month of February to get things rolling, to get ready to go for postseason play. But there's a lot between now and then. And that starts tonight against the Stanley County Lady Buffs. Had a chance to talk to both coaches, to Keely Braceland, head coach for Stanley County, also to Susie Rilling, head coach for the Sully Butte Chargers. We'll hear what they have to say, take a look at your starting lineups and more, take a look at the road ahead. Man, we got a lot in store, and I'm so glad to have you on board. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Our pregame show made possible by Bank West Oneida. Bank West convenient, connected, committed. Back in 2 minutes to hear from the head coach of the Stanley County Lady Buffs. That's Keely Braceland, right after this 2-minute timeout.
At Bank West, our philosophy is simple: helping customers succeed and communities prosper. When you choose Bank West, you also choose hometown service and South Dakota values. And the money you invest with us stays in the local community, building a brighter future for all. For a bank that always puts customers and communities first, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
As the Sully Butte Charger girls on the road, getting ready to take on the Stanley County Lady Buffs. And joining me now is head coach of Stanley County, Keely Braceland. Coach, here we are. We're like at the midway point of the season, and even though I know you and your team are not satisfied with where your record's at, you've got a whole second half here. Do you like the trend, the way your teams are going? It sounds like they're scoring more.
Yeah, we're definitely scoring more. We've kind of turned a corner these last couple games, even though the scoreboard hasn't maybe reflected that on the win column. But with 6 girls, we're giving our best effort right now. We're down a couple with injuries, and so that's kind of set us back a little bit. But the 6 that have been putting a lot of time in or getting the time on the floor, they have really been working hard, and we've been trying to make some adjustments and getting them more confidence and wanting to score the ball. And I think that showed in our last game the other night. So.
Well, now you come out here, and you guys you've been having to, you and your team have been having to play behind the 8 ball for some time here now. So the second half of the season, I mean, you guys can only go rising up from there. How's the optimism for your team?
I think really good. I mean, it's frustrating, obviously, not winning, and but the energy that they still bring to practice and the work ethic, that shows a lot. They're smiling when they're playing, and honestly, there's times where I just honestly feel like they've been having fun, especially our last couple games when we've been a little bit closer and into the game. And there were some games previous where I'm like, I didn't know if any of them wanted to be there, and that's changed. And I think looking tonight and these next couple weeks forward, we have a lot of opportunities to get a couple wins and some games to go our way.
Start tonight as you're facing Sully Butte. You're facing a team in some respects kind of mirrors yours a little bit. I mean, the Chargers struggling here this season as well. What do you know about Sully Butte?
I know that they can put pressure. I know they like to drive and they can like to shoot, and I know they got some post players that we're going to have to defend. So, some of their go-to girls are going to be their big girls. So we need to be able to take that away. But I also know that we need to take our shot opportunities and have a game where we shoot better. And, if we can get 7 more buckets to fall, that's kind of what we talked about the other night. That would be a game changer for us to get a few more shots to fall. So.
On that note, I mean, as a coach, and you're watching them come down the floor, and they get that open look, I mean, you're encouraging them to take that shot, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Halftime the other night, I said, we may live or die on this three-pointer, but you have to take the wide open shot, especially when I'm confident in any one of my girls being able to hit that shot. And so now they just have to find it within themselves and make the adjustments as they go throughout the game to put those shots in.
Okay, well, tip-off coming in a bit as the Chargers take on the Lady Buffs. Coach, I appreciate the time. Thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Anytime. Keely Braceland, head coach of the Stanley County Lady Buffs. Pre-game show continues with more to this in Country 95.3. Pre-game show made possible by Bank West Oneida. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed.
Access Health Oneida welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Wishing the Sully Butte Chargers good luck this season from Access Health Oneida, assuring access to quality health care.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provides a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
As the Sully Butte Charger girls on the road in Fort Pierre taking on the Stanley County Lady Buffs. Joining me now is head coach of the Chargers, Susie Rilling. Coach, it was so close on Tuesday. I was just begging for that shot, and it looked like a page went up for a layup on the left side. I don't know if there was any contact or not, but it fell short. And I so wanted that game for you guys because I thought you played so well for 3+ quarters there.
Yeah, we did. We actually came out strong, and we played our game and did what we needed to do, and we just we had too many turnovers and fell short on the layups again. So.
Yeah, it was in close shots, but you had to take it away in a lot of positives going forward here because you've got some tough tests coming up here. Coming away from that game, what were some of the things that you liked?
I liked the way we moved the ball. I liked the way we finally decided to attack the basket and then get it into our bigs. That was defensively we hustled. Yeah. We played aggressive, so that was nice to see. Yeah.
Well, your next test is you're taking on Stanley County, the Lady Buffaloes, and even though their record isn't where they want it to be, it is what it is. But how do you guard against looking past a team that just has one victory?
We just go out and play our game. It doesn't matter what the record is. It's going to be a game, and it could be a tough game. It could be an easy game. We won't know until we step up on the floor.
Yeah. And on that note here now, I mean, this will be the 12th game of the season, and you've still got a couple to go here. One more to go here before the end of the month here, and you got I think it's like a week layoff here now, if I'm not mistaken, until you play Hitchcock-Tulare at home for a doubleheader there. Is there anything at this point of the season that your players need to rest up, or is there anything that in the second half that you're going to have an emphasis on?
No, we're just going to go out and play our game and run our offense and do whatever it takes to get to the basket.
Yeah. Okay, well, tip-off coming up here in a bit as the Chargers get ready to take on Stanley County. Coach, as always, I appreciate the time. Thanks so much, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, DT. You're the best, buddy.
Oh, hey, you see how I did mess up on the ending on that one? The amazing Susie Rilling here. The head coach of the Sully Chargers pregame show continues with more after this, and Country 95.3 pregame show made possible by Bank West Oneida. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT along with you as we take a look at the road ahead here. After the Charger girls get done tonight, this will be game number 12. They'll have game 13 next week of their 20-game season. So they're counting down, and there's not as much wiggle room as there was a month ago at this time. So this is an important game for the Charger girls tonight. And for that matter, for Stanley County as well. Both teams want to finish strong in the second stages of the month of January here. After tonight, 1 week from tonight, the Chargers will be at home taking on Hitchcock-Tulare, always a tough contest. And then to open up the month of February, it'll be February 1st, that Saturday afternoon. the Chargers will be hosting none other than the Warner Monarchs, always a perennial powerhouse. They'll have that, and also games ahead against Jones County as well as Potter County. Those games are coming up, and more are all on the slate here. So an important one for the Chargers, to be sure. Let's take a look at that starting lineup tonight. First off, for Sully Buttes for the visiting team, at one guard will be Sheridan Voorhees. Sheridan, a 5'6" senior, number 5, Sheridan Voorhees. Olivia Olson, Olivia the Point, a 5'5" senior, number 10, Olivia Olson. Man, she had a good game on Tuesday. The forwards, Annalise Van Zee. Annalise, a 5'9" senior, number 11, Annalise Van Zee. Scotland Kinney, Scotland, a 6-foot junior, number 31, Scotland Kinney. And Paige Bacher, Paige, a 5'11" senior, number 1, Paige Bacher. That starting lineup again for Sully Buttes: Voorhees, Olson, Van Zee, Kinney, and Bacher. Chargers coming in at 4-7 on the year, coached by Susie Rilling, assisted by Connor Decker. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Stanley County Lady Buffs. At one guard will be Austin Norman. Austin, a 5'8" sophomore, number 4, Austin Norman. Another guard will be Kira Briggs. Kira, a 5'3" senior, number 11, Kira Briggs. Kaysen McGee. Kaysen, a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 12, Kaysen McGee, along with Journey Schnee. Schnee, a 5'9" senior, number 10, Journey Schnee. And then Cameron Norman. Cameron, a 5'5" senior, a guard, number 14, Cameron Norman. That starting lineup again for Stanley County. We've got Austin Norman, Schnee, Briggs, McGee, and Cameron Norman, as Stanley County comes in at 1-10 on the year, coached by Keely Braceland, assisted by Sarah Campa. And in the JV matchup, it was the Charger girls coming away with the 34-6 victory in the JV contest. So that is the start of the start of the lineup. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll get ready for the Conag tip-off and tell you more about what's coming up here. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back now in 2 minutes.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitler Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitler Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
All right. Taking a look at the road ahead after tonight's game for the Charger girls. Again, they're off a week. On Saturday, the Charger boys are back in action, as they will be on the road. They'll be in Elkton, South Dakota, way out east, and they'll be in the Dakota Valley Classic, taking on the Dubrook area Dolphins. We'll have that game for you. 2:30 scheduled tip in that contest, and 2:15 pregame here in Country 95.3. Next week, next Tuesday, oh my, the Stanley County Buffaloes, the boys basketball team. This is a rock-solid club. They're going to be in Oneida taking on the Charger boys. Have that game for you here on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. BankWestTV.com. So I hope that you'll be able to join us for that 7:45 tip, 7:30 pregame, and then Thursday, 1 week from tonight, the Chargers will be at home. They will be hosting Hitchcock-Tulare, taking on the Patriots. The girls will start first around 6:15. The boys' game to follow, and then a week from Saturday, on the first day of February, Chargers will be hosting the Warner Monarchs. And the girls, the JV contest starts at 1 o'clock, and then the boys JV at 2, and then the girls varsity at about 3:15, and the boys game will follow that. So that's a look at what the road ahead has in store for the Chargers, and hard to believe. A little over a week left to go here in the month of January. And then we're coming down that home stretch. Big games, important games as well. So, yeah, we've got all of that coming up here for you here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. Glad to have you on board for it in the JV contest. The Charger girls picked up the victory 34-6. Be listening at halftime for the Blue Goose halftime report. Stats, scores, and more for you on the way. Along with that, the Country 95.3 post-game show. We'll be checking in with that for you on the way. So we'll have all that and more coming up here throughout the evening in the contest here tonight, as the Chargers will jump here as it gets the ball tipped up and away, and the Lady Buffs will start with it as they bring it into the front court and get it over to the wing on the left side. A three on the way right out of the gate is off and no good. Rebound by Van Zee. Forwards it over to Bacher. Page into the front court for the Chargers. Out front now to Olsen. Olivia, the point for the Chargers. Looks on the wing on the left side. Voorhees is there. Looking in down low for that pass. Nothing available. She'll bring it back out top and reset as she brings it around the arc. Stops on the wing on the right side. Throws it in down low to Bacher. Page on the right side baseline. Puts up the shot. No good. Backside rebound put up by Olsen. It was no good. Rebound on the play by the Lady Buffs. Briggs with it. She'll bring it into the front court. Pass into the high post. It goes to kick it right out to the wing. A three on the way from the left side is up and off and no good. Loose ball kicked around and up with it. They throw it in and as it'll be out of bounds. It'll be Stanley County ball. Baseline inbounds coming up here now for Stanley County as McGee will get ready to toss it in. Inbounds catch in the lane. Throw it out to the perimeter. A long two on the way. Bounces around and no good. Bacher underneath for the rebound. Chargers will bring it up. Olsen into the front court for Sully Buttes. Olivia across the timeline. A 1-2-2 zone for Stanley County. Pass to the high post. It goes to Kinney. Gets it underneath to Bacher. Page off the glass, up and good for two. Paige Bacher starts the scoring for the Chargers, and they're on the board first at the 6:56 mark of the first quarter. 2-0 Sully Buttes, and coming back into the front court with it, Stanley County, the Lady Buffs. It's Norman with it, Austin Norman, and it gets tipped. It gets tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Stanley County ball, as it'll be Casey McGee ready to toss it in. And we're back underway with it here as the Lady Buffs work it around the perimeter. They get it into the low post, turn and shot. Shot is blocked. Going up for that was Schnee, but the Chargers get a hand on it. Good defense down in the low post area. Olsen in the front court. She gives it off down to the corner baseline with Bacher. Page on the left side over to Olsen. Olivia pass down the wing on the right side. Van Zee is there. Now to Voorhees. Chargers working it around, 1-2-2 zone, down to the corner baseline, right side, going up with it, up and good for two. Nice move for Annalise Van Zee. Hits it off the glass, 4-0 now Chargers. As Stanley County quickly up with it into the front court. Austin Norman wing on the right side, picks up her dribble, gets it into the low blocks, and driving underneath is Schnee, throws it out, and ball gets tipped and turned over. Chargers will take it, bring it back the other way. Olsen into the front court, pass it in down low. Van Zee tries to pass it in underneath, picked off on the play. Good hustle by Schnee for the Lady Buffs. Comes back and intercepts it, and now Olivia Olsen will intercept and bring it down. As she misses the shot, and with it another chance at it was by Voorhees, and she missed the mark as well. Stanley County back with it as the Lady Buffs dodged a couple of bullets there. Ball coming in and tied up on the play. Jump ball call. Possession arrow should give it over to Sully Buttes. Checking in now is number 15 for Stanley County. That's Addie Deal. Deal will check in for Coach Braceland. As the Chargers bringing up 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. 4-0 now. Sully Buttes with the lead. Chargers with the ball. Front court. Voorhees swing on the left side. Brings it back out top. Olsen looks on the right side. Down low it goes to Van Zee. And we've got a blocking foul. That's going to be on Schnee and Heath. And that is on Journey as she picks up her first. And it'll be a baseline inbounds coming up for the Chargers. With 5:08 to go in the first quarter, leading 4-0. Van Zee gets it into Olsen. Olivia, top of the key to Voorhees. Back to Olsen. Looks on the wing on the right side. Makes a move towards the baseline. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Offensive foul. Foul will be called on Scotland Kinney. Scotland's first of the game. First team foul for the Chargers. Both teams with one. As the Lady Buffs bringing up here, looking to get that 0 off the board. Into the front court with it is McGee. Over to the wing on the right side to get in low to Schnee. Throws it back out to the perimeter. Catch made there by Deal. Pass goes to Schnee playing catch on that right side. She drives toward the baseline. Throws it out top of 3 on the way. Top of the key is off the mark and no good. It kicks out as Olsen for the Chargers will hold up and let everybody catch up. She'll bring it into the front court. As she gets it to Van Zee into the paint, it goes to Kinney. As catching it underneath was Paige Bacher. Paige laid it off the glass. Nice pass from Kinney and finished by Bacher. 6-0 now. Chargers with the lead. Lady Buffs with it. High post left side. Schnee tries to go up with it. Shot is blocked, and that foul was called. Wow, that was called on the far side of the court. Foul will be called on Scotland Kinney, Scotland's second personal. And we'll see if that'll get Coach Rilling to the bench. And that is going to go, that's going to be 2 at the line coming up here for Schnee, for Journey, for the Lady Buffs. As the first shot is up and good. Get Stanley County on the board, 6-1 our score, 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Kinney checks out for the Chargers now. Checking in is Yeager. Jaden comes in. Second shot for Schnee at the line is off and no good. And underneath is Yeager for the rebound. Chargers bring it up into the front court with it is Olsen. Olivia has double teamed out front. Gets it to the wing on the right side. They pass it in down low. They try to get it to Bacher. Tipped away. And it was knocked out of bounds in front of the Stanley County bench. It'll be Charger ball. They get a inbounds from in the front court in front of the Stanley County bench. Inbounds catch, and we are back underway with it once again. With it, Olsen. Olivia over to the right side. Van Zee with it. Annalise looking in underneath for that pass. Nothing available as Olsen gets it in out front to Voorhees. They work it back around to the right side. A 2 on the way if it goes a long 2, but no good. Bacher gets the rebound, pulls it back out. Chargers reset. They get a fresh shot clock. With it, Voorhees with it out front. Brings it around on the right side. Loses the ball, but Olsen is there to pick it up. She'll bring back out and reset at the top of the key. Wing on the right side. They throw it in down low to Yeager. Jaden underneath. Tried to throw it in down low, but no room to do anything. Voorhees with it as Sheridan brings it around over to the wing on the left side. With it there is Van Zee with 8 seconds to play in the 8 seconds on the shot clock. Intercepted on the play by the Lady Buffs. Schnee picks it off, and they're coming back the other way into the front court. Into the front court with it is Norman. To the high post turn, a Deal puts up the shot. Whistle, foul. And 2 at the line coming up here. Following the play will be on Paige Bacher. Bacher with 1 and 2 for Kinney. So that's a third team foul for the Chargers with 3:02 to go in the first quarter. And at the line will be Addie Deal shooting 2 for Stanley County. As she sets, fires, shot up on the way is just a little too strong and comes out. No good. Rebound as Chargers get set up for the rebound for the second shot. As number 15, Addie Deal, readies, fires, shot on the way. That one is good. Hits the second. And it's now 6-2, Sully Buttes, as the Chargers bring it up here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Olsen across into the front court, looks on the right side. Cross-court pass goes over to Voorhees, out top to Olsen. Olivia looking for that in pass down low, and the Stanley County is really doing a good job of nice spin move by Bacher. Puts it up off the glass and hits it. She's got 6, and it's now 8-2. Chargers into the front court. Timeout on the court at 30, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 30 seconds.
Like two peas in a pod, some things are just better together, and that is why chiropractic and acupuncture go hand in hand to reduce stress, peak performance, and maximize wellness. Whether you're cheering from the stands or scoring the points, your body needs to recharge and reset between games. Let acupuncture and chiropractic help carry you through the season. Shared care with Dr. Jess and Dr. Allie is a sure way to secure a victory. Stop in and see us on Main Street in Oneida or call to schedule today, 258-2626, 258-2626.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT along with you as the Chargers, after the Stanley County timeout, as they get ready to go. They do lead 8-2. I'm just kind of doing some adjusting with the old camera here, and I'm getting a double duty help here as the Lady Buffs will toss it in, and we are back and underway with it as into the front court for Stanley County. They throw it in the paint. And Van Zee gets the takeaway for the Chargers. He gives it over to Yeager, and Jaden will bring it up into the front court. Over to Voorhees on the wing on the left side. Out top to Yeager. Jaden throws it in down low, tried to get it to Bacher, throws it away. Third turnover on the Chargers and the Lady Buffs. The Lady Buffs will get it rolling here. And there we go. Try that, and we'll try this. There we go. Hopefully that works. Got it? Okay. As back underway with it here, 10-2 our score. Chargers with the lead. As they have it in the front. Voorhees ties it up, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will keep it on the. Well, actually, they'll give it. Oh, actually, there is a foul on the play. They're going to give a foul to Stanley County, and that'll be on Casey Knight, her first. And we're back underway with it here into the front court. Chargers with it, leading 13-2 here now. As with it, Voorhees with it on the wing on the left side, off with it to Westfall. Now Olsen, Olivia, bounce pass out front. It goes to Voorhees. Sheridan throws it over, almost intercepted once again. Schnee went for it and gets it knocked out. And you okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. As the Chargers will toss it in, leading 13-2 is our score. And with it, a steal on the play by Stanley County, bringing it up into the front court for the Lady Buffs. That was Cameron Norman, a three on the way. That was shot top of the key, and that was by Austin Norman. Hits the three, 13-5 now. Sully Buttes passing to the paint. It goes to Bacher, and it gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Stanley County. Chargers will get the ball with the baseline inbounds. Inbounds toss. It goes back to Bacher. Page goes up on the right side, gets her own miss. Second shot gets another opportunity at it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Sully Buttes' ball. Chargers will get it. Another baseline inbounds coming up. As it'll be Van Zee ready to toss it in. Van Zee out to Olsen, top of the key to Bacher. Page for the Chargers. Clears for the shot. A two on the way is up and off and no good. Rebound coming down with it for Stanley County's Deal. Addy into the front court. Pass out top. A three on the way is up and off and no good. In rebound position is Westball. Nevaeh for the Chargers. Over to Olsen. Back the other way with 33 seconds to play in the first quarter. Chargers leading 13-5. In the front court, Van Zee with it on the wing on the right side. Pass out top to Bacher. Over to Olsen. Olivia now with it. Circles around the arc. Off with it to Westball. Nevaeh brings it over and pass over to Bacher. Page has room. Throws it in to the paint. Shot up off of the glass. No good. And a rebound on the play. Van Zee gets up, goes up and puts up a shot. Whistle foul. And she's going to go to the line to shoot two. Nice play for Annalise. And a foul on the play that'll be called on Cameron Norman is the foul, and it'll be her first, and the team fourth, and two at the line coming up for Annalise Van Zee. First shot for Annalise swings around the rim and falls out. Chargers will get another attempt as. Another shot on the way, and that one off the side of the rim and off and no good. Lady Buffs with the rebound. Up with it is McGee. McGee in the front court, driving over to the baseline. A Deal shot was blocked, and it gets knocked out. It'll be, oh my, okay. Going down is Norman. Oh, man, as if Stanley County hasn't had enough in injuries. Checks out number 12, McGee heads back in. It'll be McGee along with Deal, along with number 4, Norman Schnee. And the inbounds with it, it goes, and the Lady Buffs can't get a shot off. And that's the end of the first quarter after 1. It is Sully Buttes 13, Stanley County 5. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 2 120-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Coming out for Stanley County, that is Kason McGee along with Austin Norman, Journey Schnee, Addie Deal also out, along with number 11, Kira Briggs. Out for the Chargers, it is Sheridan Voorhees, Olivia Olsen, Annalise Van Zee, Paige Bacher, and Nevaeh Westpaul out as it is Scott McKinney sitting on the bench with 2 personals. Chargers lead 13 to 5 our score. And they're just trying to clear the shot clock. They had them at 13 to 5. See what they're doing now. It's still working on it and trying to get that squared away. A reminder coming up on. They're showing a 10 to 5. Showing 10 to 5 now. And so they took away a 3. I was trying to help set up the clock, but I'm trying to set up the camera. But Stanley County starts with it. They have it in the front court with it. McGee out top. As he gets it over to the out front to Norman into the low blocks, they try to go, and it is tied up. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow will give it over to Sully Buttes. As the Chargers will get possession with 7:46 to go here in the first half, leading 10 to 5. I thought maybe I missed a 3. As with it is Westball. Nevaeh back over to Olsen. Olivia brings it around. They're going to be a reach-in foul on the play as. Casey McGee pulled her hands. Back like she touched something hot as she picks up her first personal. And the Chargers will get a sideline inbounds in the front court. Westball will toss it in with it as they throw it into Bacher over to Voorhees. Sheridan puts up the shot off the back iron and out. No good. Loose ball. Up with it. It will stay on Sully Butte's end. Baseline inbounds coming up for the Chargers now. As it gets in, Olsen Olivia turns, puts up a 2-point shot off, no good. Nice rebound by Van Zee. Annalise laid it off the glass on the left side. She's got 4, and it's now 12 to 5. Sully Buttes into the front court for the Lady Buffs. With it on the left side is McGee. They work it around to the wing on the right side. Deal with it. High post. Catch made in there. They try to get it in, and the Chargers intercept. Back over to Voorhees as she throws it across to Bacher. Page under the basket, and back to Westball. Nevaeh off the glass and hits it. her first bucket, and it's 14-5 Chargers. Lady Buffs quickly into the front court they come. With it is Norman over on the left side. Catch by Deal. She'll drive baseline on the right side. Loses her footing. She goes down, and there is a foul called on the play. Foul will be called on Annalise Van Zee, her first. As number 14 checking back in, that's Cameron Norman. Looks like she's going to be okay. Henry, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that, buddy. As the baseline inbounds coming up here for the Lady Buffs. Pass goes in. The catch up and good for two. That is by Deal. Addie Deal with the bucket. She's got 3 in the game. 14-7. Sully Butte leading Stanley County here in the second quarter. There's 6:36 to go. It pass out to Olsen. Olivia on the baseline left side. Brings it around the arc. Pass over to the right side. With it Van Zee. Annalise gets doubled up. Back to Olsen now. Olivia stops at the free throw line, throws it in down low to Bacher. Page on the right side, throws it back out. Catch made there. With it out top to around the perimeter now. Westball drives on the right side, no good, but put back by Bacher. Page high off the glass and down and good for 2. She has, she now has 10 points in the game, 16-7. Sully Buttes. The Lady Buffs with it. Driving down the lane, putting up the shot. Number 14, Cameron Norman, hits it on the runner, and it's 16-9 now. Chargers with it. Westball in the front court. Back over to Olsen. Olivia, baseline 3 on the right side is often no good. Bacher for the putback. That's often no good. Putback by Van Zee. That's no good. Rebound underneath. Schnee with it. Outlets it over with it to Norman. Norman in the front court, gets it back as she'll drive down the line, kicks it out to the wing, and a loose ball, and Deal will come up with it, and we've got a offensive foul on the play. Deal put down Annalise Van Zee, but she said she had position. Put the arm out here, and Deal will pick up her first personal. That will be the second team foul. Checking in is Bernie along with Kinney. And going out is Westball and Voorhees. Chargers up with it in the front court. Olsen, Olivia, double teamed at the line. Pass into the high post. It goes to Van Zee. She'll throw it in underneath the Bacher. And a foul on the play. That'll be on Deal. Addie will pick up her second personal. Got a pretty good body shot in there. It'll be a baseline inbound for the Chargers. Third team foul for the Lady Buffs. There's 5:21 to play in the second quarter. Sully Butte 16, Stanley County 9. As checking out is Deal. Inbounds catch with it. Olsen. Olivia turns, puts up the 3. Off the mark and no good. Rebound by Van Zee. And Van Zee puts it up on the left side. No good. Put back by Bacher. Page off the glass and hits it. Page now with 12, and it's 18-9. Chargers. 5:05 to go first half. Front court for the Lady Buffs. With it is McGee. Pass to the high post. It kicks right back out again as McGee pumps up a 3. That's often no good. Gets her own rebound. In the paint, throws off a high arcer. That's no good. Olsen there for the rebound on the left side. She'll bring it up into the front court. Olivia swings it around to the wing on the left side to Bernie. As with it for the Chargers. Olsen, he goes to the wing on the left side. Van Zee there. Chargers working it around. Pass to the high post. It goes to Kinney. Scotland. Ball gets it tipped and taken away by the Lady Buffs. On the steal was number 14, Norman. Lady Buffs with it into the front court they come. And off a 3 on the way is up and good by Austin Norman, their second of the night, and it's now 18-12. Sully Buttes by 6. Chargers with the ball in the front court. Over to Bernie. Berkeley pass into Kinney. In underneath to Bacher. It slips through her hands, but Van Zee is there to pick it up. Throws it across to Bernie from the baseline. Chargers work it back out top and dumps it in underneath and through the hands. Chargers throw it away. There's a timeout on the court as Sully Buttes is going to take a 30. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. Back in 30 seconds.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
As we get ready to get back, happy birthday, Randy Poles. He is celebrating over Fort Dodge Way. Randy, I know you're kind of out of earshot, but happy birthday to you, buddy. Hope you enjoyed your day. Here, Stanley County all of a sudden is making a run. They pulled to within 6 now, 18-12 our score with 3:56 to go in the first half. Lady Buffs have the ball in the front court. They lose it. Chargers throw it down the court as Olsen gets it back, and now they throw it away as the Lady Buffs with it, driving it up, putting up the shot, no good. As driving up with it was Briggs. She gets fouled as Bernie goes back and we'll get the foul on the play. And the officials are talking this one over. Let's see. And the foul on the play, that'll be on Berkeley Burney, her first. And it's 2 at the line coming up here. For number 11, Kira Briggs. First shot is up and good. Voorhees checks in for the Chargers now, as Burney checks out. Second shot up on the way. That one good as well. 2 for 2 for Briggs at the line. And all of a sudden, Stanley County has pulled to within 4 now. 18-14 is our score. Into the front court. Sully Buttes with it. Voorhees throws it over to Olsen, Olivia, and she gets it tied up. And a jump ball call. Possession arrow will give it over to Stanley County. And that was, got to count that one as a turnover here. A soft pass, and it just had to kind of float it in to Olsen, and the Lady Buffs did the smart thing and got it tied up and get possession. Bring it into the front court. Ball tipped as Voorhees Sheridan with it gets it up underneath as the Lady Buffs chase it down the court. Last touch by Stanley County. It'll be Sully Buttes ball, baseline inbounds coming up for the Chargers now. Voorhees will toss it in with 3:18 to go here in the second quarter. Chargers leading 18-14. Our score. Olsen catches the inbounds, brings it to the top of the key, over to the left side. There with it is Van Zee underneath to Kinney. Scotland from the right side puts up a shot. It's off of the bank. It's off of the backboard and out. No good. The Lady Buffs bring him in quickly into the front court with it. 3 on the way. Top of the key is short. No good. And it'll go out of bounds. Chargers will get it on the miss. As Chargers get ready to toss it in. It is Bacher, Kinney, Voorhees, Olsen, and Van Zee. As Chargers with it in the front court with it. Bacher. Page drives in and losing the ball going into traffic is Bacher. The Chargers cough it up into the front court with it for Stanley County. They get it over to pass out top, catch with it on the way, and it gets through the hands and out of bounds. It'll be Sully Buttes ball. 6 turnover on Stanley County. Chargers have 9. That's what's keeping the Lady Buffs in this. And the Chargers have gone cold from the field. Inbounds with it, Van Zee, Annalise. Back over to Olsen. They get it over to Voorhees on the perimeter to Bacher. Throwing it down low to Kinney. Scotland throws it back out. She was at the doorstep. Didn't take the shot. Bacher goes in for the ball, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will keep it on the Sully Buttes end. As baseline inbounds coming up here for the Chargers. Van Zee tosses it into Olsen. Olivia stops. It gets it over to the right side to Bacher. Throw it in down low. Try to get it to Kinney, and Scotland missed it, and it goes over. A turnover on the play. Stanley County up with it into the front court. Norman with it as they throw the ball away, and with it is Voorhees. As Sheridan shot travel call. 11th turnover on the Chargers, 7th turnover on Stanley County. And 2:05 to go here in the first half. Lady Buffs up with it. It is Briggs into the front court. Over to the right side. Catch there. That is by Austin Norman. Back to the wing out top with it. A foul on the play. That'll go on Olivia Olsen. Olivia's first on the night, and that'll be the third team foul on the Chargers. And the Lady Buffs will inbounds from the far side in front of the hometown fans. Addie Deal checks back in as Briggs will check out for Coach Braceland. Lady Buffs toss it in, inbounds catch with it. Deal drives into the lane, kicks it out to the wing. As with it, they get it to Austin Norman. Driving on the baseline, it's Deal. She'll throw it back out as she was collapsed on defensively by the Chargers. And we've got a foul on the play. That'll be called a defensive foul. That'll be on Paige Bacher. That's her second, team fourth, with 1:41 to play in the first half. 18-14 our score. Sully Butte's leading Stanley County. As the Lady Buffs get ready to toss it in, McGee will throw it in front of the Chargers bench. Catch made there by Norman. That's Cameron Norman. Back to McGee. Thought about passing it over. Gets a bounce pass over to Austin Norman to the wing on the left side. They get into the low post. Block goes there. This throws it back out top of the key. A three on the way is off the iron and no good. Loose ball. Stanley County comes up with it. With it is Cameron Norman. A cross-court pass as Deal will pump up a three, and that's off of the mark and no good. Loose ball. It falls into the hands of the Chargers as Bacher brings it up into the front court. Pass in underneath. What? They throw it away again. Horrible pass. As the Lady Buffs with it, bring it into the front court with it. His Deal loses it out of bounds. Chargers will get it back. That's the 8th turnover on Stanley County. And there's 59.3 to play in the first half. Chargers leading 18-14, but I don't know how. I got to be honest with you. They have just taken 2 steps back here midway through the second quarter. Into the front court for the Chargers. With it is Van Zee. Annalise tried to get a flare hook pass in. Lost it. Got the ball stuffed and taken away by Stanley County. Deal dribbling through traffic into the front court. Pass in underneath. Bacher there for the steal for the Chargers. Page up with it. Into the front court for Sully Buttes. Over to the left side. Olsen delivering there. 2-3 zone for Stanley County here now. Voorhees with it. We're passing the low post. It goes to Kinney, and Kinney puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Missed it all. Went for the shot. Instead of going for the backboard and going for the hoop, she went for 3, none of the above, and missed it. And there is a foul on the play. And that foul on the play, that'll go on the Chargers. That will be on Van Zee. And Annalise with her second personal. That's the 5th team foul. With 16.3 seconds left to go in the second quarter, stepping to the line will be Addie Deal to shoot 2. She was 1 for 2 from the free throw line here. That in the first quarter. First shot is up and good. Pull Stanley County to within 3. Checking in now is Briggs. And out is Cameron Norman. And she gets ready to go to try to make it a 2-point deficit. Deal at the line. Sets, fires, shot up on the way and off, no good. Loose ball, and the Lady Buffs come up with it again as they bring it out top. With it out front is Briggs. Briggs with it for Stanley County as they keep it on the high post on the right side, driving it around, and a loose ball coming up with it as they throw it in underneath. Shot up and good for 2 by Schnee, and ties in. Check that. It is 18-17 at the break. Sully Butte's leading Stanley County by 1. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Time for the Blue Goose halftime report, stats, scores, and more coming your way in 3 minutes.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go, Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
The Corner in Oneida reminds you they're open after the game for your snack and beverage needs. From hot stuffed pizzas and roasted chicken to wraps, salads, burgers, and much more. They also carry a large variety of beverages to quench your thirst. The Corner in Oneida has it all, and you'll find plenty of specials throughout the store. Remember, the Corner is open for your convenience after the game. Call ahead for orders. Bus is always welcome. The Corner in Oneida, 258-2400. 258-2400.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Welcome back to the Blue Goose Halftime Report. It is Sully Buttes with the lead, 18-17 is our score. It is that tight. It is that close. Man, oh man. The Chargers led 13-5 at the end of the first quarter, and things were going good. And then they didn't. And the Chargers got outscored 12-5 in that second quarter. And, man, I got to tell you, they took 2 steps back. Man, it was ugly. It was ugly. But give credit to Stanley County. Man, they kept working. And even though some things didn't quite go their way, they are 2 within 1 point of this game, 18-17 at the break. Let's run down scoring. 6 points in the game for Austin Norman, 4 for Addie Deal, 3 for Journey Schnee, 2 for Kira Briggs, 2 for Cameron Norman, for a total of 17. And Stanley County 5 of 8 from the free throw line. For the Chargers, 12 points for Paige Bacher. There's 4 for Annalise Van Zee, 2 for Nevaeh Westphal. And the Chargers 0 of 2 from the free throw line. And turnovers in the game, I've got Stanley County for 9. I've got Sully Buttes for 13 turnovers in the first half. Score at the end of the first quarter, it was Sully Buttes 13-5. And again, the Chargers got outscored 12-5 in that second. Personal foul problems. Scott McKinney with 2. Annalise Van Zee with 2. Paige Bacher with 2 for the Chargers. And for Stanley County, Eddie Deal has 2 personal. And that's the only one with 2. And there you have it. That is a shakedown of how this first quarter went. I got to be honest with you. I don't know what to tell you here. They just, the Chargers just took a huge step back in that second quarter. For as good as they looked on Tuesday and for parts of the first quarter, man, something happened where something just messed them up, something fierce. And it's going to be up to coaches Rilling and Decker to figure out what that is here in that locker room. I'm sure they're discussing that and more. We'll come back here after a quick timeout and get ready for second half action. You're listening to Sully Buttes Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back right after this quick timeout.
Are you looking for a reliable vehicle to haul the family around in? Maybe you're searching for the perfect tailgating vehicle. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, Pierre, and Gettysburg. Lamb Chevrolet has a great selection of SUVs and crossovers to choose from. Check out the entire inventory online at lambmotor.com. Lamb Chevrolet and Implement, located in Oneida, Pierre, and Gettysburg. Go Chargers!
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Buttes Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers!
At Purus, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas from plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purus, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purus, born and bred in the USA.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitnerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitner Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida, proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
Access Health Oneida welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Wishing the Sully Butte Chargers good luck this season from Access Health Oneida, assuring access to quality health care.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT along with you as we get ready for second half action. The score 18-17. Sully Butte's leading Stanley County, but the Lady Bus really did come back on. They've got a little steam in their stride, and the Chargers better right this ship and right it right now. They took a huge step back in that second quarter. I don't know how to explain it other than that, but this is what they've got ahead after this. After Stanley County tonight. A week from tonight, they'll be at home against Hitchcock-Tulare for a girls-boys doubleheader. And then on that Saturday afternoon, hosting the Warner Monarchs in Oneida. We'll have that for you. Girls start about 3:15 that afternoon. Tuesday, February 4th, the Chargers will be in Myrtle taking on Jones County. They'll be in Oneida for a girls-boys doubleheader against Potter County on Friday, February 7th. Thursday, February 13th, the Chargers girls and boys will be in Mobridge, taking on Mobridge Pollock for a doubleheader. And then the Chargers at the Warner Classic on the 15th, that's Saturday of February in Warner, an opponent yet to be named. They finish off the season against Sunshine Bible Academy, and we will not be able to broadcast that contest. So Stanley County will start with the ball as it is McGee out along with Briggs. We have Norman for Stanley County, along with we got McGee, had that up front. Pass to the paint, it goes to Schnee. Journey in the paint, gets it back out top, around to the out front, pass to the high post left side. It goes there to Schnee, drives toward the basket, puts up the shot off the glass, off and no good. Bacher there for the rebound. It is Olsen, Bacher, Kinney, Voorhees, and Van Zee. Olsen in the front court with it over to the left side. They get it in down low, try to pass it in down low, and taken away from Kinney. A steal on the play as the Lady Buffs will bring it into the front court. With it is Norman, Cameron Norman, over to the left side, controlling there McGee. Pass around, it goes over to Briggs, out top. Pass to Austin Norman. Norman holding on top. She'll pull up for the three and hits off the front of the rim and out. No good. Stanley County on the long kick out gets the rebound as they have it out front. Working around to the left side. Pass back out front here for Stanley County here now with 25 on the shot clock. They trail 18-17. Over to the wing on the left side. Out top of the key with it, Austin Norman. A three from the wing on the right side. Rims out, no good. Stanley County with another rebound. They pass it in down low as they get it up and shot cannot go. And we've got a whistle. We've got a foul on the play. And there is a foul on the play here. It'll be called. Call will be on Scotland Kinney. Scotland with her third personal. And that'll be 2 at the line coming up here for number 14 for Cameron Norman. First shot, it rattles in and out, no good. So try to go for the tie here with this next one. Chargers clinging to a 1-point lead, 18-17 against the 1 win and 10 loss Stanley County Lady Buffs. Second shot up and good. And we have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 18 apiece, Sully Buttes and Stanley County. Chargers up with it into the front court. Olsen, Olivia, as the Lady Buffs throw a trap, midcourt trap. They try to throw it into the front court. Chargers will steal it. Van Zee forwards it over to Olsen, Olivia, as tries to get away from the trap on the right side. And we get a whistle on the far side. And the foul will be called on Austin Norman, her first. Chargers will inbounds on the far side in front of the Stanley County fans in the front court. Van Zee with the catch, drives it on the baseline on the right side, pulls it back after she's stuck, gets it over to Kinney, and Scotland, she has no confidence in her shot. I mean, she was standing wide open under the basket, and the first thing she wanted to do was turn and give it to Bacher. She gave it to Page, put up the shot, it rolled off, it's no good, Stanley County ball. Lady Buffs bringing it back, tied at 18 apiece, into the front court with it for the Lady Buffs on the wing on the left side. It's McGee out top, catch there by Austin Norman. Norman holding out front on the right side. Back to Norman, wing on the right side. They tried to throw it in. Ball was knocked out of bounds. As the Chargers keeping on the perimeter. As they'll toss it out front. Pass over on the right side. Turning and putting up a three. That's off the mark and no good. Van Zee in position for the rebound. Over to Olsen. And Olivia for the Chargers passes it in the front court to Voorhees. Sheridan gives it back out top to Olsen. Back over to Voorhees. Looking again underneath. Nothing doing. She gets it right back over to Van Zee. Annalise through her legs will pick it up and throw it back out. And now Chargers pass it in the paint over to Bacher. Page on the wing on the left side. Drives baseline on the left side. Spin move goes up for the shot. Can't get it to go. Kinney for the putback. Can't get it to go. Bacher goes up for the shot. Fouled as she goes up on the left side. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul on the play on Stanley County. That'll be called. Austin Norman picks up foul number 2. That's the second team foul for the Lady Buffs. Bacher at the line hits the first shot. And the first point on the second half for Sully Buttes. They retake the lead now, 19-18. Second shot up on the way. That one rims out, no good. Stanley County will lose it out of bounds. Chargers will get a baseline inbounds. And the Chargers get a break. As looks like Addie Deal checking in. Deal will come in for Cameron Norman. And a baseline inbounds for the Chargers now. Van Zee looking to toss it in. It goes to Bacher. Page gets around, puts up a shot up on the left side, hits it up and good for 2. Chargers lead is 3, 21-18. Stanley County back the other way they come into the front court. With it, Austin Norman keeping it on the right side. Deal drives baseline on the right side. Pass into the paint. It gets through everybody, but chasing it down before it crosses half court. Stanley County keeps possession. Schnee in the baseline on the low post on the right side. They throw it back out on the perimeter. A three on the way. That's often no good. Chargers there for the rebound as it kicks out. Van Zee gives it over to Olsen. Sully Buttes coming back the other way into the front court as Voorhees with it. Over to the wing, around the right side, it is Voorhees. Throws it, tried to throw it in down low. Bad pass, picked off. 16th turnover on the Chargers. As Deal will bring it up into the front court. With it is Norman. Norman over to the left side, McGee. Now the wing on the right side, Deal with it. Passes it in the paint. Catch made there by by Schnee, but she was falling. She kicks it back out front. A 3 on the way by Norman. Hits it, and Stanley County ties it up at 21 apiece with 4:18 to play in the third quarter. Charger ball into the front court with it to Bacher. Page drop step, goes up on the left side, can't get the shot to go. Rebound on the play. Stanley County up with it as Austin Norman across the timeline. Over to the left side, through the hands of McGee. Turnover on the play as it will be Jaden Yeager checking in for the Chargers now. And the Chargers will get the ball with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, tied at 21 apiece. Sully Buttes and Stanley County into the front court. Chargers get it in front to Olsen over the wing on the left side. Voorhees with it back out top. 2-3 zone here for Stanley County, and the Chargers, it's giving them issues. To get it into Bacher. Page drives into the lane, drives around, throws up the shot, can't get it to go. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Took it to the hoop. She's fouled on the play. And the foul will be called on McGee. McGee with her second personal. It's the third team foul. 2 coming up here for Bacher now. She is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Hits the first shot. 22-21. Chargers have been clinging to this lead pretty much all throughout the midway through the second half. Second shot is up and off and no good. Kicks out. Stanley County will control. Cameron Norman in the front court over to Deal. Deal pass into the paint through everybody's hands, and it goes out, and it will be Charger ball as the Lady Buffs throw that one away. That's turnover number 11 on Stanley County as Olivia Olsen will check into the front court with it. Olivia for the Chargers. Pass goes over to Voorhees, and we've got contact, a foul on the play. That'll be called on Norman. That'll be her second personal, 4th team foul. 3:25 to play here in the third quarter. Inbounds catch. Yeager with it. Jaden over to Bacher. Page on the right side goes up for the shot. Gets it. Hits the layup on the right side. 24-21. Sully Buttes. Stanley County into the front court. Over to the wing on the left side. McGee there. Top of the key. It goes to Austin Norman. Over to the right side. Picked off on the play by Voorhees as Sheridan waits. Lets everybody catch up. She'll give it over to Van Zee. The Chargers will reset. Try to get a backdoor cut for Olsen. And Stanley County will step in and steal it as they have it into the front court as Norman has it, and there is a timeout on the court, a 1-minute timeout for Stanley County. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in a minute.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Welcome back as it's 24-21. Sully Buttes leading Stanley County. The Lady Buffs called a timeout there. Got a 60 as they inbounds in the front court. With it is Cameron Norman. Off with it. It goes. They kick it out to the wing. A 3 on the way from the right side is off and no good as it's touched by the Chargers last. It is Yeager, Van Zee, along with Voorhees, Bacher, and Olsen out for Stanley County. Getting ready to throw it in is McGee. Tried to throw it in, gets it into Deal. Deal clears for the shot, puts it up and off, and that's no good. Bacher there for the rebound for the Chargers. As Sully Buttes up with it. Olsen into the front court, over to Voorhees. Pass in, not quite sure who it was she was throwing it to there, but throws it away. Stanley County's got a runaway on it, and a shot up and good for 2 by Schnee. Hits it. Journey Schnee with the bucket, pulls Stanley County to within 1, 24-23. Pass into the high post. It goes to Bacher. Page over to Voorhees. as Sheridan gives it up now to Olsen. Olivia and Bacher with it. Page try to throw it in, try to get it over to Van Zee on the baseline on the left side. Last touch by Stanley County. Bernie checks in for the Chargers now as Voorhees checks out. And a baseline inbounds coming up for Sully Buttes, trying to get players to move. They start to move, and they get it in down low to Voorhees. They throw it in down low to Yeager. That throws it over to Bacher, puts up the shot, it misses. Backside rebound for Stanley County. Norman into the front court. Cameron with it over to McGee on the wing on the left side. Bounce pass into the paint and taken away by Bacher on the steal. Page dribbling in over, pass over, it goes to Olsen. Olivia back over to a shot on the way is often no good as a put back up and off. That's no good. Two in close by the Chargers and they miss. With it, coming back the other way into the front court with it for the Lady Buffs. Pass into the post. It goes with it to Deal. And out to the perimeter, a three on the way is often no good. Ball kicked out, and the last touch by Stanley County. It'll be Sully Buttes' ball. 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Sully Buttes 24, Stanley County 23. Checking out is Norman for the Lady Buffs. Kira Briggs back in for Stanley County. Olsen up with it into the front court. Over to the left side to Bernie. Berkeley to the high post. It goes to Bacher. Page drives and puts it off the glass up and good for two. She's been the only scoring threat the Chargers have had. And they lead now is 26-23. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Lady Buffs in the front court. Over to the wing on the left side. Catch over there by McGee. In down low it goes as the Chargers double up. They kick it out to the perimeter. Deal puts up a three. That'll be short. No good. Bacher spins, gets the rebound, gives it over to Olsen. Olivia, a one-on-one as she goes up for the shot. Misses the mark. Bernie gets it back and gives it over to Van Zee. Annalise with it for the Chargers. Over to Bacher. Page drives baseline on the left side. Whistle. Foul on the play as that'll be called on McGee. McGee's third personal, and that's the 15th foul. And that'll be two at the line coming up for the Chargers with 36.1 to play in the third quarter. Chargers leading 26-23. Bacher stepping to the line to shoot two for Sully Buttes. As sets, fires, shot up and good. Hits the first shot. And she gets ready for the second and two. Shot up on the way. That one good. Bacher for the Chargers. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 points in the game. And it's 28-23. Sully Buttes. As Bacher's been the only bright spot for the Chargers here tonight. But Stanley County is showing a lot of scrap. They've got the ball here with 21 seconds to go in the quarter and on the shot clock. They get it in down low. Pass goes to Schnee. Shot is blocked. Up with it for the Chargers is Van Zee with 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. Olsen up with it. Pass to the front court. Goes to Yeager. Over to Bacher. Bacher drives on the right side. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Van Zee for the put back. That was short. No good. Stanley County for the rebound. 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the third quarter. After three, Sully Buttes 28, Stanley County 23. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 60 seconds.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
At Bank West, our philosophy is simple: helping customers succeed and communities prosper. When you choose Bank West, you also choose hometown service and South Dakota values. And the money you invest with us stays in the local community, building a brighter future for all. For a bank that always puts customers and communities first, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
Listening after the game here for the Country 95.3 postgame awards show. Chargers leading 28-23. Can they hold on? Stanley County is not backing down one iota. McGee, Deal, Schnee, along with, let's see, that is Cameron Norman and also Briggs out for the Lady Buffs. Out for the Chargers, it is Van Zee, Bacher, Voorhees, Kinney, and Olsen. Chargers will start with the ball, leading by 5. But it's anybody's ball game the way this thing has been rolling. Chargers get it rolling into the front court. With it is Van Zee on the wing on the right side. They pass it to the high post. It goes to Bacher. Kicks it in underneath and losing the ball out of bounds. Annalise Van Zee got it, lost it, went out of bounds and fell. And gave the possession back to Stanley County without getting a shot off. Into the front court for the Lady Buffs. With it on the wing on the left side is McGee. Pass out top. Briggs with it there. Over to Deal on the wing on the right side. Pass out top. Ball is stolen away. And we have a, let's see, I think they're going to get an over and back call on Stanley County. They will. That'll be turnover number 14 on Stanley County. Chargers have 19 turnovers. And the score remains 28-23. Voorhees, Sheridan looking to give it to somebody, anybody, because she don't want it. Pass with it out top. With it to Olsen. One dribble pass into Kinney. Gets it right back to Bacher. Page puts it up and can't get it to go. Kinney gives it back, gets it back, and gives it to Page and puts it off the glass up and good. She's got 24, 30-23 Chargers with 7:08 to play in the ball game. In the front court for Stanley County, it's McGee to the free throw line. The Buffs throw it out to a Deal. Puts up a 3 or a long 2 from the wing on the right side. Chargers get the rebound after the miss. Bacher will control it into the front court. Page for the Chargers will get it stripped and taken away. Steal on the play by Briggs as the Lady Buffs will bring it into the front court. McGee with it. Gives it up out top. Catch over there by Briggs. As McGee puts up a 3. That's up and off and no good. Loose ball coming up with it. As between 4 purple jerseys coming up with it is Deal. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. She is fouled going up. Foul on the play on the Chargers. That'll be called on Annalise Van Zee, her 3rd personal. And 2 at the line coming up here for number 15, Addie Deal. She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line on the night. She's got 4 points in the game. And Deal for Stanley County. Ready's the shot. First shot up and good. First points for the Lady Buffs in the 4th quarter. Yeager checks in for the Chargers. Van Zee comes out. And Deal gets ready for the second of 2. Addie, a freshman, 5'7" freshman, sets, fires, shot on the way, and that one is off and no good. Bacher underneath for the rebound. Olsen now into the front court. Olivia over to Voorhees. Pass into Kinney. Lost the ball through her hands, and it gets tied up. And a foul on the play. That'll be called on Paige Bacher, her 3rd personal. And that is the second team foul on the Chargers in the quarter. And there's 6:20 to go in the ball game. Sully Buttes 30, Stanley County 24. Lady Buffs with it, pass in, they kick it out to the perimeter. A 3 on the way is off and no good. Rebound on the play. Chargers, they just pushed it around, man. They're not catching it. They're not grabbing it and not trying to take possession of the ball. Lady Buffs, the Chargers finally get possession as Olsen trying to drive into the front court as there'll be I believe there'll be a foul. Let's see what the officials have to say. Indeed, there is a foul on the play. It is indeed a foul on Stanley County. And that is called on Briggs, her first, team first. Austin Norman back in for the Lady Buffs. McGee will check out. As a baseline inbounds coming up for Sully Buttes. Yeager gets ready to toss it in. Inbounds lob, it goes to Bacher. Page for the Chargers. Over to Voorhees. Sheridan to the wing on the left side. Stops her dribble, looks over to the pass, and as I'm not quite sure who she was going to. She was trying to get it to Bacher, but Dio could smell that one coming like a mile away. And the Chargers get a break, and they will toss it in from the side. They get it in down low to Kinney. Scotland on the left side puts up the shot, misses the mark, and Yeager puts it back in on the right side, and Jaden hits the shot. The first scorer for the Chargers for somebody else besides Bacher since the second quarter. A timeout on the court as a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 30 seconds.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
We are back. DT along with you. Good to have you on board right now. The Chargers have an 8-point lead, 32-24. But, man, I got to tell you, man, they're just – that was that shot by Jaden Yeager in close, laid it up and in, was the first point scored by somebody else other than Paige Bacher since the second quarter. And there's 5:34 to play in the ball game. Into the front court with it for Stanley County after the timeout. A three on the wing from the left side is often no good through the hands. And finally Yeager gets it as Olsen dribbles into the clear and will bring it into the front court. Pass over the wing as they get it to Kinney. She's wide open, puts up the shot for Bacher. Can't get it to go. And misses the shot, but the Chargers will thankfully keep possession as it goes out of bounds. Baseline inbounds coming up for Sully Buttes. They'll get another opportunity for it here. Let's see what they do with it. Inbounds. Pass goes out top to Voorhees. Over to Bacher. Page on the wing on the right side. Bacher for the Chargers gets the ball, gets stripped and taken away as they pass it down the court. And Yeager comes back and steals it for the Chargers. As she'll bring it up here now for Sully Buttes. Jaden into the front court. Has it on the wing on the right side. Pass to the high poster goes to Kinney. They get it to a Bacher. Page on the right side, up and good for two. That gives her 26 on the night. The Chargers lead 34-24. Stanley County across the timeline into the front court with 4:43 to go in the game. Pass over to the right side. Deal with it. Freshman kicks it back out to the wing on the left side. Controlling there, Austin Norman. Pass tipped and stolen away. Voorhees wrestles it away and gives it over to Olsen. Olivia for the Chargers now. Pass over to Bacher. Page looking in underneath. Pass off to Voorhees. Sheridan out front as the Chargers fake pass in, trying to get somebody to move. Bacher throws it in down low to Kinney. Scotland off the glass. Thank goodness. Man, she needed that so bad. She's had such a rough couple of games, and she hit that shot. It seems that builds some confidence in her. It's a 12-point lead for the Chargers now, 36-24. A steal on the play by Olsen. Olivia, a driveway up and no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stanley County. It'll be Sully Buttes' ball. It'll be a baseline inbounds for the Chargers. As Yeager gets ready to throw it in. Inbounds with it, Bacher. Over to Olsen. Olivia back over to Yeager. Jaden puts up a three. That's off the mark. And Kinney gets the rebound. She'll throw it back out to nobody in particular. Actually, Olsen gets it. She throws it over to Bacher on the right side. Goes up for the shot. Whistle. Foul on the play. Chargers missing those in-close shots. And it does come back to haunt them. Coach Rilling talked about that in the pregame. Foul on the play. That'll be called on Briggs. That'll be her second personal. And that is the second team foul. And Bacher is going to be shooting two. Misses the first shot. With 3:45 to play. Sully Buttes 36, Stanley County 24. Second shot is off. That one's no good. Rebound. It's Schnee with it. Journey for the Lady Buffs. Dumps it over to Norman Austin. Over to the wing on the right side. Catch over there by the Lady Buffs. McGee with it. They break it around to the left side. Controlling for the Lady Buffs. They get it back out top from Briggs over to Norman. Thought about a three. Pulled it back down. Launching a three from the wing on the left side is off and no good. Olsen chases down the miss. And a reach-in foul on the play. That'll be on Deal. And Addie with her third personal. And that'll be the third team foul. Stanley County will put on some ball pressure in the backcourt as Yeager gets ready to throw it in. Inbounds catch to Kinney. Scotland leads it over to Olsen. Olivia pass across and over and back call on the Chargers as Olivia Olsen got across the timeline into the front court, threw it cross court to Sheridan Voorhees, who had yet to establish herself in the front court. An over and back call, Stanley County ball, a timeout on the floor. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to Sully Buttes Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 60.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where everything is convenient, shopping is easy, and good times priority.
Coming up on Saturday afternoon, it's matinee boys basketball on Country 95.3, the Sully Buttes Charger boys at the Dakota Valley Classic in Elkton. And we'll have that game for you as they take on the Dubrook area Dolphins. 2:30 scheduled tip, 2:15 pregame. As we get back underway with it, Stanley County after the full timeout has it in the front court. Jump shot from the free throw line is off and no good. Stanley County gets the rebound. It's through the hands of Norman to get it back out front, out top to McGee. McGee drives in the lane, loose ball, kicking it around. Stanley County will lose it. It goes out of bounds. As it'll be Stanley County ball, baseline inbounds. Deal will toss it in. The Lady Buffs working around Austin Norman. Pass out top to Deal through her hands as Olsen. And we've got a foul on the play. That'll be on Deal, and that'll be her 4th of the night. Foul will be called on Natty Deal, her 4th. And checking in now is number 14, Cameron Norman, back in the game. Chargers will inbounds in the backcourt with 2:51 to go, leading 36-24. Inbounds. Olsen with the catch. Back over to Yeager. Jaden, pass across. And through the hands of Voorhees Sheridan for the Chargers. Jump ball called. Possession arrow will give it over to Stanley County. Oh no, they'll call a foul on the play. They'll call a foul on the play on Stanley County. That'll be the 5th team foul, and I believe the foul is on 14. That'll be on Cameron Norman, her 3rd. And 2 at the line here coming up for Sheridan Voorhees. No points in the ball game. Has 2 at the line. Misses the first shot. Gets ready for the 2nd and 2. Shot on the way. That one is good. 37-24. Chargers by 13 with 2:40 to go in the game. Into the front court for Stanley County. Lady Buff stopping out front is Norman. They work it over to the left side. A 3 on the wing from the left side is going to be off of the mark. No good. Stanley County picks up the rebound. They bring it back out front over to the wing as they get it back out top with it. Austin Norman to the right side. Driving as Briggs throws it in the lane. Shot by Schnee is up, around, down, and good. Schnee with the bucket. She's got 7. And it's now 37-26 Chargers. Voorhees in the back court with it. Pass over to Olsen. Olivia back to Voorhees. Pass into the front court goes to Yeager. Holding it is Bacher for the Chargers. They work it out front into the paint. It goes as driving up, putting up the shot. Whistle. Oh, man, are you kidding me? They're going to call an offensive foul on that as she drove around. Wow. Offensive foul. Scotland Kinney. 37-26 score remains. Stanley County bringing it back the other way. Into the front court with it. It's Norman. Cameron Norman. On top of 3 on the way by Austin Norman is off of the mark. Loose ball on the court. Stanley County will lose it. As the Chargers will inbounds here with 1:47 to play. Inbounds it goes to Bacher. Back to Yeager to Kinney. Forwards it over to Voorhees. Sheridan into the front court with it. Tipped it out of bounds. Stanley County did. Chargers will get an inbounds in the front court. And 1:41 to go here. Chargers lead is 11. Can they survive? Can they hold on? There was times in this game, I got to be honest with you, I was not sure they were. It was tied in this game. As a shot on the way from the wing on the right side is often no good. And the loose ball, Kinney gets it as the Chargers work it out with a fresh shot clock. Voorhees with it once again. Wing on the right side. Gives it over to Olsen. Over to Yeager. Back out front. Will the Chargers try to burn some clock? holding it out front. Pass to the high post. It goes to Kinney through her hands. And turnover number 24 on the Chargers. Driving back the other way as Yeager pulls it down. We've got a foul on the play, and that'll be on Jaden Yeager, her first. And that'll be the fourth team foul on the Chargers with 1:03 to go here in the ball game. And they're going to call it a shooting foul. 2 at the line here coming up for Cameron Norman. 2 at the free throw line. First shot is off and no good. Norman gets ready for the second of 2. Cameron sets, fires, shot on the way. That one shot, no good. Chargers there for the rebound. Bacher with it, outlets it over to Olsen. Olivia into the front court. Cross courts it over to Voorhees. Olivia over to the, looks back and tipped away. Cameron Norman, quick hands with 52.3 seconds to go in the game. Chargers still have 25 seconds on the shot clock. Will they just get it in and hang on to it? Let's see if they do. As Olsen with it, Olivia over to Voorhees. Olivia pump fakes and gets it back over to Voorhees. Throws it in down low to Kinney. And a crossover to Yeager. Jaden puts it off the glass, but pushes it too strong. Missed shot, took a shot too early, and that'll give Stanley County another crack at it in the front court. 3 on the way, top of the key, rims out, no good. Stanley County gets the rebound, put back, that's no good. Kinney underneath for the rebound for the Chargers with 23 seconds left to go in the game. Can Sully Buttes hang on to it? Can they stop? Can they get it into the front court and just hang on to the ball? Let's see. As with it, it is Bacher holding there on the wing on the left side. 10 seconds to go in the game. Can they hang on to it? And we have a foul on the play, and Stanley County will get the we'll get a foul. We'll get a I think we're going to get a foul on the play. It'll be called on Austin Norman. That'll be her third personal, and that will put are they is this a technical and intentional? They're waving everybody back out here. So no, it's not an intentional, but there is 7.9 seconds left to play. And the Chargers, it'll be Paige Bacher at the line to shoot 2 for the Chargers. She missed her last 2 attempts earlier in the quarter. She's got 26 points on the night. She is 6 of 8, misses the first shot again. 7.9 seconds left to play in the game. And that one is good. Chargers hit the second shot, and it's 38-26. Sully Buttes, 4-3-2-1, driving around on the baseline on the right side, putting up the shot, no good. And the Chargers, I got to be honest with you, I thought the way they played in this game, they deserved to lose. But they hang on some way, somehow, and outscore Stanley County 10-3 in the fourth quarter to get a victory, 38-28. We'll come back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing